The little white dress and an all-white outfit is all the rage this summer season, and I think this is a pretty safe bet that an all-white look or an all-white dress will repeat summer after summer. And we love this look because it is a one and done, it's easy, but this is also the downfall. I think a lot of us have white summer dresses that we've had in our closet for years that we might be feeling a little bit like bored with. So if I want to get a fresh take, it's not that I need a new white trendy dress with the newest silhouette. I just need a fresh take on how to see it, on how it's being styled. So I've got some really easy tips for you today on how to do that so you can get more wear out of what you've already got. If you like the idea of using creativity instead of consumption to find your personal style and create killer outfits, then you have come to the right place. This is a slow fashion channel where the focus is shopping our closets, restyling what we already have. Welcome, my name is Alyssa. I hope you stick around and enjoy the channel. Hit subscribe or just take a peek. Let's get into the video. Before we jump into the actual styling, there are a couple of tips that I think are really important to keep in mind. Number one is forget about the idea that if people have seen you once in this item, that they're gonna remember that you're wearing it over and over again. Let this idea go. Maybe it sounds a little harsh, but we always think people are paying more attention to us than they actually are. And if they do comment on the fact that you're wearing the same thing, I say let them. Re-wearing and restyling what we already have is actually probably one of the hottest trends of 2024. So let them admire the fact that you're re-wearing your clothes and make it an opportunity to talk about being creative. And like, you're fine, be cool with it, you know? My second tip is that unless you are pairing other white accessories with your white dress, the look is going to be based around the idea of contrast. So that's something to start off with, because if you're really feeling like you want a look that is soft and easy on the eye, then just stick with all white everything. But know that if you want to get a little bit more creative, the look that will be the result is going to be something that is stronger and bolder, just by nature of the fact that you're working with literally a blank canvas. The good thing about this is that you get to choose the type of contrast or tension that you want to create. I talk a lot about tension and contrast on the channel, and all I mean is something that feels perhaps a little bit off, a strong focal or viewpoint in the outfit, like a really strong belt, for example, on a white dress, or, you know, working with really bright colors against a neutral backdrop or canvas. Tension can also be created by mixing up very different textures and fabrics. And also, the biggest way to create tension, I think, is mixing different style aesthetics or vibes. So, you know, if you've got like a cute little preppy white dress, rather than pairing it with a little tennis sneaker or a loafer or a flat, which kind of goes with that look already, maybe you'll want to pair it with like a menswear inspired loafer or something like that. Okay, let's get into the styling of this now. I'm gonna pull and style pieces from my own closet, but before I even do that, I wanted to look at how cool people are styling their white dresses currently. So I've pulled a couple of white dress images, and what struck me first is this first styling technique, as I mentioned, is using contrast. But the biggest theme that I was able to pull is using matching contrasting accessories. And like all things, I think we can kind of choose our own adventure with contrast and go higher contrast and lower contrast. So I love how in this look here, she's got like a tan belt with the tan bag. So this is so easy. It's literally just matching all of your accessories, making them a little bit sharper. I noticed that there's a little bit of structure to the belt, there's structure to the bag, which offsets the volume of the dress really beautifully. So not only is she using a little bit of contrast in terms of the silhouettes, structure versus volume, but she's also using a nice contrast with the tan and the white. So a little bit of a lower, softer look. And then here, I absolutely love how the sleeker silhouette was paired with all black accessories. So again, a matching belt, a matching bag, but all in black. And I love how the black and the sleekness of it really suited the silhouette. This is just really giving that like 90s vibe, which I am totally here for, and that whole like minimal chic look, which I personally really love. So for this look, what I've done in my closet is I wanted to show that you can use white separates for this too. I've got my Dalmatian printed skirt, and then a super, super old V-neck tee. And I've gone both ways. I've styled it with both black accessories. I actually don't have a black purse. I've got the tan shoe. These are a wonderful new pair of sandals from M.A. Parsons, but all of these are similar enough. I don't think for these looks, you need to have the exact perfect matching belt, bag, and shoes. As long as they're in the same realm, whether you're using a neutral or a completely like fun rainbow color, it really doesn't matter. I also pulled a couple of images that leaned more into a tension between a mix of style aesthetics. So I love this one of Tamu McPherson here. She's got this really beautiful, like playful essence to her white dress, but it's still very ladylike. So I really liked this mix of styles here. If I'm gonna use like Tamu's look, for example, it's super dressed up. You know, we've got a metallic heel and this beautiful glam earrings. If I'm gonna dress this down in a way that just feels a little playful, I'm gonna go with another easy sandal, or I could go with a little flat or a short heel, like these little pastel ones. These are actually a lot of fun because they've just got that nice little hit of color, feels perhaps a little less expected than a sandal with a white dress. And I'm gonna pile on some interesting accessories, a really fun, colorful necklace, a cute bracelet that was gifted to me by one of my friend's daughters. So really just having fun with this dress and playing up that sort of sweet and playful vibe. And then on the opposite end of things, if I want to take it super glam, I'm definitely gonna add metallics. I've swapped out the more like fun, low, playful heel for something high and vampy, totally like in my bombshell era here. Normally, I don't like to pair a super short hemline with a high heel, but because the rest of this dress is so stiff in terms of the fabric, you know, it's just a poplin, kind of like straight cotton. It's got a button-up collar, long sleeves. I think there's a really nice balance of skin in here as well. So cool gold sandal. I'm gonna add some big earrings, a lot of really cool gold jewelry, and I'll make sure that the purse feels fancy and glamorous too. Finally, I also thought I would try a little sporty look with this dress. It offers a little less tension because I do find the cotton and the white does come across as pretty sporty already, but instead I've added a ball cap, some sneakers. It's got a little bit of tension. This is certainly not my favorite iteration of this look. I prefer the other two, you know, the texture play and everything in the others, but still just fun to experiment. So that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it or if you learned something new. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening or wherever you're at watching this video. I want to say thank you so, so much for joining and for being here and for choosing creativity instead of consumption. And I will see you in the next slow fashion video. Ciao.